Hey guys, it's KevKild. I'm sorry to say this, but this is going to be the last video of this week of commentary help. If you guys have any questions or need help on a concept, be sure to comment or send a private message to me. I'll try to answer it as soon as possible. I will get more commentary videos up, but that's only when I get a pretty beastie game. Now, from perks to kill streaks, I'm going to talk about what is right for you, how you should play, and what weapons would be most effective for your game playing style. In Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, you can pretty much play any way you like to beat the opposing team. You could play it stealthy, you could camp for a million hours, you can run with commando, you could use noob tubes for the rest of your life, yet the list goes on and on. But constantly doing one style all the time wouldn't make the game enjoyable because there's no variety. Always be sure to try a new gun there and something else other than your regular gameplay. Above all that, you can still play the proper way, taking it easy, going slow, and always being prepared for when the enemy may pop around the corner. But if you don't care about absolutely winning everything, go ahead, pop up a riot shield and go send people bonkers. But sooner or later, you're going to get tired of constantly doing the same thing all the time. So for this video, I'm using Marathon Pro, Cold-Blooded Pro, and Ninja Pro, silencer on my Uzi, and the Glock 18. So for this playing style, you should be flanking around the enemy or picking off people along your way. Not necessarily going into the enemy front lines. You should have better guns and better perks for that. I'm going to go over general tips of gameplay, then into more detail of what weapons and what weapon types you should be using. So that being said, everyone is different, so try every gun you have available. Once you find the best guns for yourself, you can learn them much more effectively and use them to their full potential. Everywhere on any map there is cover. Use it. There's no need to absolutely rush the enemy right away. Find an object or lay in prone and it just might save your life. It may be difficult at first, but learning how to aim down the sight without using a red dot or the holographic sight will be worth the efforts in the long run. So you can add attachments, and whenever you need to pick up an enemy weapon, you're always prepared for what that gun has. One concept I can't stress enough: practice, practice, practice. Learn the maps, learn the guns, learn the recoil, learn how enemies and teammates respond, and learn how you can use your classes more effectively. Don't be afraid to experiment with other options you have available. Try to avoid the front lines as much as possible. This is where your teammates and the enemies are. Your teammates attract the most attention. You could stay close, but don't get absolutely close. Otherwise, the enemy team can get kill streaks and can end the game much faster. Any first-person shooter game, including Modern Warfare 2, is not a run into the middle of the room while surrounded by enemies while dual-wielding a machine gun game. Don't go a Rambo expecting millions of kills while you are alive. There's many obstacles that will prevent you, such as campers, people that are experienced, and people who play smarter than just a kamikaze running for kills. Always keep your eyes peeled, especially at the radar and the kill feed at the bottom left. If you always check who died on your screen, then you know where the enemy is. Thus saying, being lazy is not a good way to play. If you are going to be lazy, the opposing team will be sure to take over you and your team as well. Be smart when and when not to reload. If you can learn the gun's recoil and use controlled bursts, this can save you a lot of ammunition. Thus, saving more ammo means you can take out another enemy instead of waiting for the reload and possibly getting yourself killed. If you like to play objective type games, be sure to grab a headset, Bluetooth mic, or any form of communication. Thank God for the mute button. You can listen to players on your team who actually want to win. Be sure to give your teammates advice and they will do the same. Everyone, including me, gets bad games and you can get frustrated over one kill. But just remember, it's a game. Have fun. If you are not having a good day, just take a break, lie down on your bed, have a drink or two, then get back into the action. But just don't rage quit. That leads to even more problems for you in the long run. If you keep playing and practicing, even when your team is losing, you can become a much better player much sooner. Random enemy equipment disappearing and get quadded right there, buddy. Alright, now onto the weapons. Like I said before, be sure to practice with every gun you have available. The more practicing you do, well, the better player you get to become. Even if you still are having troubles deciding on what gun to choose, be sure to check out Den Kursen's site. The link will be in the video description. His site has definitely helped me on what guns and what damage they have and other sorts of very, very helpful information. Be sure to check it out. First up is the M4A1. The M4A1 is a very balanced assault rifle compared to the rest, so it's not too bad of a gun to start with or even to continue with. Next is the FAMAS. This is the first gun with the 3-round burst. It may not be the best for close quarters combat, but it can definitely pick off people at long range and people who are trying to snipe you. The SCAR is commonly used amongst players because it is powerful and very accurate. The rate of fire for the SCAR is somewhat slower than those other assault rifles, and the clip size is only 20 compared to the usual 30. The TAR is one heck of a devastating weapon. With a fast rate of fire and very high damage, this makes this assault rifle pretty popular. The recoil may be difficult at times, but when mastered, this gun makes a nice selection to your classes. The FAL is the only single firing rifle. With this gun being high damage and very accurate, it makes it great to pick off people at long range, but still not the best for close quarters combat. The M16A4 is very similar to the FAMAS, if not pretty much the same. Great for long range, but not for close range. The ACR is pretty popular among users. It may not be the most powerful, but it's definitely accurate and it has barely any recoil. All I can say about the F2000 is that it has a high rate of fire and high recoil. Not too often you see this gun in the field of battle. The AK-47 is a high-powered popular rifle. With high power and a nice rate of fire, every kill with this gun makes it very satisfying to see. Next is submachine guns, beginning with the MP5. Not too often you see this gun, but it does have a lot of recoil and high power, and it's great for hipfire. The UMP-45 is one of my favorites. With great damage and great hipfire, this submachine gun makes it great for close quarters combat. The Vector may be fast rate of fire, but it is definitely weaker among the other submachine guns. The Vector has low recoil and fast rate of fire, but this could cause your ammunition to drain really fast. The P90 has a big clip size, which makes it great for close quarters combat. Even though the recoil may be difficult at first, but this gun is great for getting a lot of kills in a short amount of range. The Uzi is very similar to the P90. It still has a high rate of fire and it's great for close quarters combat, but you are going to need quite a bit of ammo. Next is the light machine gun, starting with the LSW. This light machine gun is very balanced among other light machine guns. The RPD is one of the best light machine guns, fast and powerful. A lot of users love to use this gun. The MG4 is one of those light machine guns with great accuracy and low recoil. Not the best for close quarters combat. The AUG is another favorite as well. Powerful, low recoil, and fast reload. The M240 is about the same as the MG4. Very accurate and low recoil, not the best for close quarters combat. On to the sniper rifles, starting with the Intervention. This bolt action sniper is powerful and extremely accurate, good ammo and a good reload as well. The Barrett 50 caliber is almost the exact same as the Intervention, abiding the bolt action. This gun is semi-automatic, high-powered, but it has a lot of recoil. The WA2K is just about any other sniper out there. Recoil isn't too bad, good ammunition, and a good rate of fire. Next is the M21 EBR. This sniper has less recoil other than those other snipers, with good ammunition and a good reload. Last primary weapon is the Riot Shield. Always stick with a teammate and play defensively. Your teammate will do the job of killing the enemy. The Riot Shield is great for objective type games, such as domination or capture the flag. I don't have time to go over every secondary weapon because of the video length and the YouTube time limit. So I'll go over them in general because you shouldn't be using your secondary weapon as your primary weapon. Pistols or handguns have an extremely fast switch rate, which makes it very, very essential for when your primary weapon runs out of ammo, you can switch to your pistol to finish off the enemy. Machine pistols make it great for when your primary weapon has no ammunition left. Use this weapon until you can get a better primary weapon to use. Shotguns are excellent for close quarters combat, and especially when your primary weapon has no ammo left. Whenever you need a one-shot kill at close range, shotguns are the way to go. Last of the secondaries is the launchers. Launchers are effective for clearing large areas or taking down aerial threats. Always have a stinger on one of your classes just in case the enemy gets a big kill streak reward. Once again, I'm sorry for not putting much detail into secondary weapons. I will post details of secondary weapons and equipment as well in another video I will make some time. I hope my videos in general have helped many individuals out there who are struggling in their gameplay. So be sure to practice, play it smart, and don't overdo it. There is always something new to try in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This is KevKild bringing you a score of 24, 0, and 2. Thanks for watching and see you guys then.